So the second of the two semi-finals, one played yesterday, this delayed because of the rain. Costa of Spain, seeded 9, against Agassi of the United States, seeded 2. Number 1 seed, the world's number 1 player, Leighton Hewitt, an early casualty at this tournament.
A.Costa to serve. Take a seat quickly, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hewitt beaten in his opening match by Francisco Clavet, the oldest man in the draw. So here we go. It's Agassi to serve. No, it's Costa to serve, excuse me. Costa to serve.
15 up.
Winning the toss and electing to serve. Taking plenty of time here between the points. Don't blame him. Pretty darn hot down there.
Agassi doesn't want to get behind in the rally too early, and that's why here, when he's under pressure, he doesn't play a defensive shot, he plays an aggressive shot. He likes to dominate his opponents. That's why he's so effective in these conditions. Well, we didn't need the bleep that time. Even heard the contact with the top of that. But there it is, look, that little vibrating device. A.Costa was very lucky here because he mistimed a shot early in the rally, which just fell inside the court, made life difficult for Agassi, and then in the end he was able to get back in the rally. French Open champion finally coming up with the goods on the forehand side, which is his favourite wing.
Played some beautiful touch shots like this yesterday.
But this one didn't give it enough air, and it was going cross-court anyway, so it's better to try and play those down the line if you can. Less distance for the ball in the air, so it gives your opponent less time to actually get there.
Agassi.
Forced error by the depth and penetration of that return. One thing that strikes me straight away is that Costa is playing deliberately very slowly because he knows that Andre likes to rush.
Cheers.
Darren Cahill, who coaches Agassi, used to coach Leighton Hewitt, got him to world #1. Here's the #1 in the race at the moment. And chasing Hewitt hard for the ESP ranking, the ranking which decides entries to tournaments and seedings.
A.Costa tired of getting run ragged on the baseline, so trying to shorten the length of the rally, and it was an exquisite drop shot, but because he'd gone cross court, it gave Agassi the angle to go back that way, and he was able to execute perfectly.
And an extra long pause between points after that brutal rally. It's a third break point.
This is what Costa's been trying to do on the hard courts. He says he's been trying to be more aggressive and he's looking for ways to get into the net. Here taking that opportunity but not having to play a volley because the approach was so good.
Came in quite a lot when he was playing Federer. Volleyed marvellously well.
Oh.
11 minutes for this one game. And it's still not over. Just stood back a bit further this time. Normally much closer than this. And of course he gave him a lovely look when it was as wide as that to serve at the angle. A bit cheeky, really.
It's the first game and already we've seen 3 drop shots. This is something that you might see on the clay, but very rare that you see that many on hard courts. And this is absolutely perfect. Very rare that you see Agassi not attempting to chase the ball down.
We've only seen 2 unforced errors in the 16 points played, 8 total winners, clean winners, high quality. And a great mental battle going on. Well, it's had just about everything. 3 aces then, the third. Coach will be pretty pleased. 4 tests. Pair last time in.
Well, Agassi getting himself in all sorts of trouble after the return of serve, but managing somehow to stay in the rally. Guessed right, Costa going to the forehand with the approach, and Agassi was equal to it on the pass. Really excellent tennis from both players.
This is the 7th deuce.
Costa. Cheers.
Well, now it has had everything. Aces, double fault, drop shots, clean winners. The 8th deuce. will set the pattern for the whole match. It often does when you have a very long game early on. 5 times now Costa has stood at game point. 4 times Agassi at break point. And we're back at deuce.
Costa.
The drop shot has to be good when you're playing against somebody that moves as well as Agassi and has such good anticipation, and that's why Costa here had to drop it just over the net for it to be effective, and he was unable to do that.
Mrs. Agassi there, she'll have to send smelling salts to revive her husband after this game. Unbelievable. So for the 5th time, it's break point. What a game. 17.5 minutes worth of it.
First game.
There it is, look, 17.5 minutes. And all he's got to show for it is one miserable game. But it's a break.
That's the key, and I think Costa's going to be really struggling if he can't stay with Agassi at the beginning of this match. Agassi is a great front runner, and he loves to dominate his opponents, and he loves to lead from the front. And it's a perfect start. He's hit every shot in the book in that opening game. He'll be thoroughly warmed up. If he can come out here now and serve as well as he has done in the last 2 matches, great start for the 2nd seed.
Andre Agassi.
And a perfect start on serve. That is sharp today. He was so sharp yesterday. Look at this. No errors. Well, what a man he is. So look at the alligators there from the Goodyear blimp and the stingray there. Oh, it's a shark, I believe, is it? Yes, it is a shark. Wow. Not a place to go swimming. Probably Alligator Alley, that was.
15.
You see how he stands on or just inside off from the baseline and refuses to budge. Was quite prepared to half volley that one. But he has such control because there's little to go wrong. As he says, he's got a short backswing and he comes straight through the ball.
That's why he's so tough to play, because you get so little time to recover between shots because he stands on the baseline and takes the ball so early.
Better get your first serve in on the evidence of that statistic.
Ball just skidding off the line, catching Costa unawares.
Just a glimpse of the ring on his finger there just now, reminding us that he got married on Friday the 14th of June last year. Christina Ventura was his bride, which meant that of course he missed Wimbledon. Well, what can you do against this relentless competitor? He's 3-love and cruising. What do you do?
Well, it's interesting, he was asked the other day, is he aware of how well he's playing during the matches? Because both against Philippoussis and against Delanaui, the standard of tennis was quite excellent. And he said, no, not at all. I'm just aware of what I need to do to get the job done and how well my opponent's forcing me to play, but I'm not aware that the tennis is, you know, as good as it is. His concentration is total, and that's why Agassi is so good. He's relentless. He won't give you a point. Same with Leighton Hewitt, and that's why they're so tough to play. And there's not much you can do. If they're on their game, not making unforced errors and dominating you from the baseline, then you're playing second fiddle.
We'll have to send him a video of one of his matches to show him just how well he has been playing. But you're right about the concentration. It's complete now. It's absolutely, you can see the eyes, they're focused, everything's focused. And he talks all the time about executing, which is why he needs to be so fit and why he trains so hard, and why Gil Reyes is fitness trainer from originally the University of Nevada. He was their strength coach. That is why that part of his life is so important, because he can get to the ball and execute.
Take a seat quickly, please, ladies and gentlemen.
What a day this is. The relentless sun, too, making life difficult for them. It is hot. But he seems to thrive in the heat.
Well, he says more often than not his opponent is working much harder than he is, because he's standing in the middle of the baseline, he's dominating, he likes to hit shots from one side to the other, and that's why his opponent does much more work than he does.
A bit like a good squash.
Well, this is what Costa needs to be able to do more often, is step up the court himself, try and take the ball early, give Agassi less time to recover, and therefore the court will be a little bit more open for the French Open champion. Serve not good enough here, didn't get enough angle, it was too deep, and therefore Costa didn't have to move before swinging on his favoured forehand wing.
Well, now we'll see how the first mini crisis is tackled. The first one for Costa. A little uncharacteristic, losing his serve to 15 with a double fault. That's his first today. So one of the breaks back. Taking it as early as he does, he rushes his opponents all the time. It's a wonderful facility. He sees the ball so early. Four aces now for Costa.
Well, even Agassi, who's so good at returning serve, has trouble with this kick serve. Costa's got one of the best second serves in the game. Likes to use that to take his opponent out of court, particularly on the clay, but it's just as useful on the hard courts.
Idea was good. Playing here today for the 8th time, incidentally, and a career best for him. 4th round a couple of times before in 1989. He lost to a couple of good guys then. The man he's playing today, and Mr. Sampras.
Advantage Agassi.
Seemingly prepared to take those early risks we were talking about. Doesn't want to be dragged into those long rallies, but he's got to hit them in if he's going to do it. There's another break point. Rally to go on any longer. He'd suffered enough. Agassi back in front now with 2 breaks. 4-1.
I can drive it.
I think the trainer has been called as we look again at the conclusion of that game. Agassi rifling the ball deep to the corners, and Agassi not even chasing the attempted drop shot because he can see when it's made it's going to be hopelessly short. But I feel a bit sorry for Costa because he's actually playing quite well and he served well. But he's just being outplayed. There is the drop shot that wasn't.
Yeah, the opening game, I think, was a killer for Costa. Played a good game, was made to work exceptionally hard, and got broken.
So Albert Costa has called for the trainer and has had that left thigh being worked on. What a pity for him. Mind you, he's done an awful lot of running. It must have been physically punishing that match against Federer. It was a terrific tennis match.
And the last person you want to be playing if you've got a slight leg injury is Agassi. He's the one that's going to make you run more than any other. He loves to play corner to corner to corner. Very rarely goes back behind his opponent. Likes to make them run as much as possible.
I'll treat it on the next changeover and see if that helps.
Okay, thank you.
So they haven't used an injury timeout. Bill Norris saying he wants to strap the leg, but he'll do it at the next change of ends, so they don't waste a timeout for injury. Well, I don't think there should be any attention on court for injuries of any kind. But then I'm old-fashioned, perhaps. His second dose.
30-11. 40-11.
Been attacking the Costa backhand rather more today, and it's breaking down a little. 9 of 13 have been errors on that wing.
Game, Agassi.
Well, the relentless champion is such a difficult man to unsettle. I can't see really that Costa's got the equipment to do it.
That's the key for me. He doesn't have the weaponry. He's got to serve unbelievably well, and then his forehand's got to be firing the best it can to even have a chance against Agassi, I think, when Agassi's in this kind of form. And those certainly aren't the circumstances here today.
So they were telling him, or rather suggesting, that he needed to be serving at his best. That absolutely his best. 5th ace.
So confidently that he's able to then flatten out his shot here. Wasn't that short. Costa really struggling in terms of length and movement around the baseline, which is not good news. Better than this. He's got a good second serve, but this didn't have the accuracy that was required. Didn't get Agassi wide enough in the court, and he was able just to take a little step to his left, use all the pace of the oncoming serve quite superbly.
advantage, Costa.
He almost hypnotizes his opponents at times. He sort of gets them in his sights. But forced into error that time. Lovely drive deep with the Agassi. So Costa clinging on, but it's Agassi 5-2. Well, did you detect any difficulty in movement in that last game?
He seemed to be moving okay. Perhaps it's just a slight twinge. In which case he's just going to try and get a little bit of strapping so that gives it a little bit of an additional support. Bill Norris, wealth of experience, treated every and any injury that he's ever had. Great expertise.
Do you think you can play? You can finish?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm going to try.
I'm going to stay down there with Gail.
Okay.
And if you need me, you call me.
Well, maybe with the IP light, it's going to be...
I think it's going to be better. It's going to be
I think so, yeah.
Just giving it a rub, not, in fact, strapping it.
Too tight. No.
Gail Bradshaw is the supervisor, and that is where Bill Norris would go to sit in case he's wanted again. You probably heard Costa saying, when asked by Bill, do you think you can finish? He said, yes, I'm going to try to anyway. But that's good.
It would be easy to take the soft option, perhaps, just as soon as he's losing so easily, but he's a tremendous competitor. You don't get to win the French Open without being that.
So after further treatment on the left thigh, which is obviously troubling him, Costa resuming to face the Agassi serve. Agassi at 5-2 takes the new balls.
Well, I think it must be mouth-watering stuff for Agassi to see his opponent getting treatment at the change of ends on his leg, because he just punishes and punishes his opponents in terms of movement.
30 love.
Catching up on aces, 4 for Agassi, 5 for Costa. Showing anybody watching and wanting to know about match play how to close out a set confidently. 3 good serves and 3 set points. So in 46 minutes, the defending champion, applauded by his wife and coach, completes the job of the first set, 6-2. would be a pity if the injury to Costa affected the outcome. He started it so well there. Game that took about 15 minutes to complete, the opening game.
And unfortunately for Costa, the rest of the set took about that time as well. So Agassi playing some superb tennis as we've seen in the last 2 matches. Twice as many winners as unforced errors, moving Costa around. Costa really struggling on his first serve percentage. If you serve in the 40s against Agassi, you're really going to struggle because he just dominates the rally so often from the return of serve, and he's also serving well, so you've got very little chance. Agassi 8 opportunities to break, only 3 of those taken, but once he got a game ahead he was okay, and Costa's really struggling on his serve because he's only winning 31% of points when his second serve goes in.
Well, here are some of the brilliant moments from the first set. Mild applause from Darren Cahill, and the missus was pretty pleased. Highly approving.
Time.
And of course her name's on this pot at Key Biscayne, or Miami as we now call it, many times. In fact, she first won it back in 1987, the first year it was here, and held it the following year. Then she had 3 in a row, 94, 95, 96. So you were saying to me that they're equal in numbers of titles, 5 each. But I don't think she's going to win anymore. She's retired. Second set.
Lovely teaching.
The thing about this man is he makes it look ridiculously easy. I think that's the sign of greatness in anything, frankly. When you see the great snooker players clearing the table, you can't believe how they do it, but it looks ridiculously easy when they do it.
I think you hit the nail on the head earlier in the day when you said that he's so effective because he's got such good movement, and that means he's on balance for the vast majority of his shots, and his technique is excellent. That's why he makes so few unforced errors.
In that regard, exactly like the great Australian Ken Rosewall. Rosewall's technique was flawless, very little to go wrong, nothing to go wrong in terms of stroke production. He was as quick as a flash too, and his footwork was wonderful, and he made few errors.
Well, there have been few and far between these backhand winners for Costa today. He's made way too many unforced errors, but on that occasion managing to change direction on the ball quite superbly.
dismay from Costa. In normal circumstances, that might have been a winner, but these are not normal circumstances. He's under the cosh from the start.
He has to get a good start in this set as well, or the match is over. Well, he's having to hit some exceptional shots just to stay in the game. Another early return from Agassi. And quite superb on the backhand. Well, it's good to try and change it up, especially when you're getting beaten so convincingly from the back of the court, but it's very, very difficult. Agassi loves a target. He's able to get the return down to the feet and then pick off the next shot very comfortably indeed. Nice pattern of play. Prior to this, he has been going to the Agassi forehand, switching up his tactics there nicely.
Oh dear. That wasn't in the plan. Missing sitters. But that's the sort of pressure situation you'll find yourself under playing Agassi. Jose Perez there, well, just muttering. I think the best piece of news is that that leg which he had treated seems to be carrying him about all right. No sign of any discomfort or hesitation about running. Well done.
First game.
Both these men Grand Slam winners. Costa's French Open last year brought him great satisfaction, made him actually the sixth Spaniard to have won Grand Slam singles titles. The others, of course, Santana, Bruguera, Jimeno, Moya and Orantes. And the Spaniards going from strength to strength now.
They've got such a vast squad of players inside the top 100 that all G each other on and support each other and help to improve each other's play, and I think we're seeing that with Moya and Ferrero at the very top of the men's game. That rivalry there is certainly helping both of those players maximise their potential.
Love one.
30 love.
Well, again, the return of serve doing the damage, or the first shot of the rally doing the damage for Agassi, and then Costa unable to stay in the rally long enough to get a result.
Costa's and fellow Spaniard successes in the Grand Slam. Agassi is the only current player who's won at one stage or another in his career, all 4 of them. Not in the same year, not a Grand Slam, but he's won all 4 of those titles.
40.
Only 4 other men have achieved that. Perry, Budge, Emerson and Laver. So he's in very distinguished company there. Not even the great Pete Sampras has achieved that. Of course, he hasn't yet won in France, Sampras. Must be like being in a torture chamber, play Agassi, of being made to run and run and run, and he won't miss, except very, very occasionally. So we've been playing an hour, and poor Costa has little to show for it, except a huge amount of sweat. Having lost his first 3 service games in the match, at least he has won the last 2, albeit saving the break points in the previous one to this. But perhaps the confidence is rising just a little. Well, of course, a lot of players serve a lot of double fault Agassi because he is so good on his returns. You have to go deep, and often too deep. Come on, mutters Andre under his breath. Long, he thought. No call from the linesperson. Two in this game, 5 in all. André, generous move there, allowing him to escape with a serve held without going to deuce. And it's Costa 2-1, second serve. Very, very occasionally you'll see Agassi's concentration slip, but it's almost and Agassi flying high at the moment. 6-2, 1-2. And perhaps the worst game he's played was that last one.
Occasionally he does lose concentration, like you said, but he tends to get it back very, very quickly indeed. Against Elanawi, he did drop off a little bit towards the tail end of the second set, but he reacted well.
Evidence that the concentration is not as tight as it was. No question, but the concentration has slipped. Well, the interesting thing will be to see how quickly he gets it back, because he is a perfectionist and he hates that sort of sloppiness.
Excellent patience from Costa on this occasion, using his slice backhand to stay in the rally until he got an opportunity to really unleash on his forehand.
And here's a rare thing, point against Agassi. I'll teach you. Ace number 5. So what does a great player do when he's break point down? 2 killing serves. Well, sheer desperation. How he's suffering.
Game Agassi.
Just when you thought this match was going to warm up with the break of serve, he strikes back.
It's a very underrated part of Agassi's game. Everyone thinks about his return of serve because that's so very effective and his dominating ground strokes, but he's worked hard on his serve over the years. It's become a very effective tool. backhand started to warm up nicely now. Beginning of the match, he was making a lot of unforced errors on that wing. It's a beautiful shot. Went in full flow, as it was on that occasion.
Chill
20 miles an hour. Best yet today, 124. Well.
Agassi, excellent anticipation, using all his speed off the Costa serve and just redirecting the ball so effectively. Excellent rally, and in the end, Costa just running out of options. Agassi electing to go cross-court off this, which perhaps would have given Costa an opportunity to get back in the rally, but it didn't. The lob just not good enough. Agassi choosing the simplest of shots to put the ball away.
Well, he's pretty pleased with himself, and well, he should be. Again, a struggle, but he did hold. He's 3-2 in the second set. Well, that's better, and no sign of the leg problem, which is a healthy thing, a good thing. He's getting a little more confident, I think.
Well, I think it was vital for him to get a good start in the second set, and that's what he didn't do in the first set. Agassi, as we've said before, is an excellent front runner, and he ran away with the first set. But in the second set, Costa's been able to just get a good enough start to the set to play himself into confident mode. And now he's started to hit a few more winners, as we can see here, and then that will help. But he's in a situation where he hasn't got a lot to lose now. He's not expected to beat Agassi, particularly on a hard court. He is a set down, so he can open his shoulders a little bit more. I think that's what we're starting to see.
I needed to take a ball out of play. You got it?
So, most of these winners coming off the forehand side from Costa, and a nice little ace on the second serve up the tee to finish with.
And while that change of ends was taking place, last graph, the umpire was saying he needed to take one ball out of play. Perhaps it got wet. I'm not sure why. Here is the Miami skyline from Goodyear Blimp. With the Rickenbacker Causeway there that links the mainland with Key Biscayne. There it is, bringing us these lovely aerial pictures. And a good day for blimps. The day of the tornado, it was nowhere to be seen, of course, grounded.
Costa guessing right and taking a risk. High part of the net, short part of the court. Not much spin on the ball, but he just able to get it inside the lines.
Well, his first serve winning percentage is pretty good. Once again, Agassi, as in the last service game, has to save break points. Needs another good first serve here. He's doing well on them, winning 14-21 so far. But not this time.
Courageous tennis from the defending champion, electing to come in and take that out of the air into the space, and Costa unable to deal with the distance that he was having to run and the pace on the drive volley.
The ball, as he bounced the ball to serve, it hit him on the foot and rolled away.
Advantage Agassi. Cheers. Advantage Agassi.
Costa taking so much time between points that Agassi, and that last serve, had to wait and wait and wait. So not the perfect performance that he gave us yesterday, when there were so many more winners than losers. This time equal. Double.
This is why Agassi is so tough to play against. When you just think a normal rallying shot is coming back, he suddenly flans it out and puts you under even more pressure. Always changing up the pace. So difficult to get any rhythm against him.
Imagine what Costa's feeling now. All that running he's done. He was love 40 on the serve here. Hasn't broken. But it could so easily have been Costa winning the last two Agassi service games, but it's not. No breaks at all yet in this set. Remarkable powers of recovery.
And it could prove very costly for French Open champion. Got to take your chances when you're playing against Agassi, because he's got the ability to be able to raise his level of game when it gets tight.
I'm sure he is totally frustrated.
Loud 30.
Effort to win just 1 point.
And didn't he need this point very, very badly indeed. Down love 30, and in the middle of a long rally, taking a chance. That's what Agassi wanted him to do. And he was able to execute.
All that, and he's still behind. Who could blame him for wanting to towel down on a very hot and muggy day here in Miami.
Well, nice pattern of play from the Spaniard here, getting a nice first serve in and then able to dominate with the forehand on the first shot from the back of the court. You have to be prepared so quickly having served, because Agassi returns so quickly. We just talked about how quickly you have to be ready. Agassi had only just finished his service motion and the ball was already past him on the baseline. And he can't believe it.
Still 2 mph below his fastest, but good enough. So 10 aces altogether. Well played indeed. Coming back from love 30 to take the lead once more. In the second set where there has been no break of serve. It's 4-3 to Costa. Well, he's hanging in extremely well. I can think of a few other players under the enormous pressure that Agassi has exerted in this match who would be staying as tight as this on his tail. Well, in fact, he's ahead in this set.
And that's what he has to do. He has to just keep trying to hold serve the best he can. Just saying that he can feel the leg a little bit, but it's not troubling him unduly, and he certainly looks like he's moving okay around the baseline. But that's what he needs to do. He needs to just hold serve as much as he can in this set and then hope that he gets an opportunity. He has been close on Agassi's serve, and he's got to hope that Las Vegas residents' concentration just wavers momentarily, and then he's going to hopefully try and take advantage of that.
And remember that the man in your picture has twice now faced break points in the last 2 service games, so he'll be fully aware of the danger. He could have lost this set by now, in fact, but he hasn't. He's still there. So I think a lot of drama may be ahead yet in this match, which seemed to be going Agassi's way quite decisively at the end of the first set, but a very good fight back by Costa.
Time.
Whose leg, he says, he can feel, but he's going to go on playing. It's all right. Had it treated early on in this match. To contain an opening game of 16 minutes, so hardly surprising that the legs were hurting, or one of them.
Love rotation. Balls.
Well, look at the intensity and the concentration on the face of the second seed.
Well. Don't try this at home.
Very, very difficult shot. Most people would be happy to have opened the racket face and just got the first volley in, but not Agassi, not in this mood.
A miracle of timing.
Game Agassi. 4 against all.
I rather fancied there'd be a briefer service game from him this time, having the previous two suffered the indignity of facing break points. And as the balls change, so too he changes his racket. It's something we saw with Lendl first, I remember. So that the consistency of performance is maintained.
Never takes the bag off himself, always offers it to the ball person. He's a man of habit.
Oh, he is a man of habit, because if the ball boys get out of position in a game on his serve, he won't resume until they've got back to their appointed places. So here are the new balls, 4-all.
All.
11 strokes in the rally, and at the end just forced to run a little bit too far. Couldn't control it.
$15, $30.
What a pity. It served so well today. That 6th double fault along with the 10 aces. Slightly opened the door for Agassi here. Well, to give him a serve in the hitting zone, he's always likely to rifle it deep to the baseline and force the error. He's done it here for 2 break points. Break point number 13. Is that going to be unlucky? Yes, it is. Well, Darren Cahill relieved it at last in this set, and for the first time, a break of serve. It's Agassi now, 5-4.
Well, as we thought, Agassi able to raise the level of his game when he needed it most. Costa's been hanging on in there as best he can for this set, but he wasn't able to do so on that occasion. Costa is just under so much pressure because the return of serving from Agassi has just been quite exceptional. You know he can do it well. When he's in confident mood, he takes advantage of both first and second serves. Tries to move you around the back of the court as much as possible, so you're always behind in the rally. You've always got to think, am I going to try and take a risk here to possibly end the rally, or do I want to stay in it a little bit longer? The longer you stay in it, the more pressure you're put under. Agassi's shot selection is so good. His execution is excellent. He doesn't try and hit the cover off the ball. It's control that he's looking for until he gets the right opportunity, and then he pounces.
An object lesson for anybody watching. And here's the reaction of Stephanie and her mum. A little smile for her. Well, he's fought so hard. Well, Agassi has achieved the first part of this job. He's won the first set and got a break now in the second. It just remains to be seen if he can complete the job cleanly here. Well, he tried to take it early, but it was too deep. A perfect length serve. And the champion heading for another final, seemingly. 2 match points. So triumphant progress by the defending champion. 6-2, 6-4 in an hour and 41 minutes. And the customary bow to all four quarters of the court as he marches into the final once again. What can you say?
Well, I think Darren Cahill will be absolutely delighted at the way his charge started the match. Didn't quite play as well in the second set. Made a few more unforced errors. Costa battled bravely. Just quite simply wasn't good enough. And
Can I get a fresh water, please?
Agassi will be also delighted that he didn't stay on court that long today, because he's got to come back tomorrow and do exactly the same again against another Spaniard, Carlos Moya.
Just signing the autographs for the fans as he makes his way off. But really, the day has belonged to this man. Not quite perfect, but then you wouldn't expect that, I suppose. At the age of 32, still playing remarkable tennis. Not as good as yesterday, but certainly good enough.
Well, he certainly did do enough to win the match. I think if we have a look at the stats, we'll see that Costa didn't serve well enough today, and that was what hurt him most. 48% of first serves, and tremendous amount of winners to unforced errors ratio for Agassi. 29 winners and only 18 unforced errors. Only a few more for Costa, so he did play well, but he had 6 opportunities to break, and he was only able to take advantage of one of those, which was the key. Agassi had many more because he returned serve so much better, and that was a result of Costa not quite serving as well as the Spaniard would have liked.
Well, now it's going to be a real pleasure, I fancy, looking back at some of the great moments from that match.